self-proclaimed three-division world champion and...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. And there's the bell to start round one. Nice straight. Don't want to trade shots. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring. And he scores with the counter. Back and forth they go. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good defense there on the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. A big whiff with the right hook. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The straight right just misses. Fourth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They stop the hook there. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Good punch. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. Stamina is off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchange here from both men. They miss with the jab. The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. That right hook won't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the top. There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. His stamina is off the charts. He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Here comes round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Still trying to find a home with that jab, but it's blocked. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round.
What are you doing?
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fight has a real good flow to it. So close for that uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you don't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot with a pickpocket him.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the fight, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.